Hello. Hey, happy Tuesday. Hello YouTube. I hope everyone's having a good day. And for this video, I call it start to finish. Why do I call it start to finish? I call it start to finish because I'm gonna talk about all the operating systems today. I'm gonna talk about Windows XP, Windows 7, and Windows 8. Not in depth, but just like some things you should know on each operating system. And for the most part, the reason why I'm doing XP is because some companies still are using Windows XP. I know it's 2016, but they're using Windows XP. So I'm gonna go over Windows XP first. Some companies are still using Windows NT and Windows 95. So let's go over Windows XP. So we have our start menu right here. You can log off the computer. You have your turn off button right here. Turn off, restart the computer. When you start off with Windows XP 6, this is a 64-bit version. You don't have anything here except a recycle bin. So I want to add icons, right? We have our folder, shortcut, wave sound. We got our refresh button. Go to properties, and I want to change my desktop, right, to something a little bit different. Put this one. All right, so now I want to add my icons here. The icons that I normally that comes with the computer. My computer, my documents, internet, my network places. Click OK. Click OK. Now it's there, right? We have our screensaver. We have our appearance and settings. You can make the resolution bigger or smaller depending on how you want it. And now that we talked about that, we have our computer here. My computer, you could go to manage. You have event viewer, share, local users. You could create a user if you wanted to. Like for example, I want to create Tom. I just created him. I'm gonna create him again. So I'll create Tom. Click OK. Now we have Tom. We have our groups, performance, device manager, storage, removable disk, defragmenter. So you could do like defragmentation, disk management. We have our services. This is our services. And that's pretty much what comes in computer management. Now we have our properties: computer name, hardware, advanced. If you want to make the performance a lot better, adjust to best performance, advanced. DEP, it helps protect against damage from viruses or other security threats. So this is like if you have issues with you have a program you want to run and DEP is blocking it, you could actually add it here. We also have remote desktop. You want to do it remote desktop, hardware, automatic updates. You have our system restore, turn off. They use a disk space for system restore. You have your computer right here, right? And my computer, I want to add it to another domain, so you would just go to change domain. You put the name of the domain, and that's about it. So now this doesn't have like the run menu, like when you could the search box where you could search, but it has a run menu right here. So just like the other computer, see if you go to old programs, games, accessories, you have a run menu right here. Control panel. You can switch it to classic view, switch it to category, add printers and fax. You want to add a printer. Just look automatically, network printer. What else? My documents. Whatever document you create, they have security on the folders as well. So I have this folder. Go to properties, sharing. You could share the folder, customize it. To archive it and put it in encryption on it. Run just like the other computers, or like Windows 7 or Windows XP. You have Msconfig, and you could pick whatever turns on your computer. Startup items. I think it has. If you have issues with programs and you're trying to erase a program, sometimes programs are stored inside a system called Rage Edit. So I think it's rage edit. There we go. You got current users, software, and local users. You got rage edit right here. Sometimes when you have a virus, you go to rage edit, and sometimes the virus stays inside your registry files. So that's pretty much how you would go about erasing that. My computer, you could format it. You could go to properties. You could do disk cleanup, tools, hardware, sharing, quota. So that for the most part is an overview of Windows XP. So yep, I'm online. We have our favorites, our tools, internet options, security, delete cookies, files, level, set up a connection, you do restore default. This is an overview of Windows XP for the most part. So that's what this is. So now we're gonna go over Windows 7, just the basics, you know, the stuff that you should know as a technician. So I'm gonna let me power this down. Yeah, I had to pause my video for a second. I just got a phone call by a recruiter for a job, but I already just got a job, so I had to pause the video for a second. All right, so we're going over Windows XP now. We went over Windows XP. We're going over Windows 7. Windows XP, you should know the basics of XP. The reason why I say this is because some companies use Windows XP. So you'll be surprised. There's still a lot of people using Windows XP. I used to work for the DOE. I used to work for the Department of Education. And when I worked for the Department of Education, like I'm not even joking. Like literally, I was working for the Department of Education like probably like about a year and a half ago, and it was crazy. And because they were still using Windows XP, and they just got Windows 7, so I was actually shocked. And you really have to know what you're doing in Windows XP, because for some reason some of the drivers won't work when you try to install a printer, or overall it gets a little crazy with XP. But XP is a really good operating system, and I kind of like XP, but 7 is pretty good as well. So I'm gonna go over Windows 7 now. So we have our start menu right here. We have our file. We have our network. Let's see. I know it looks a little weird because I made it look a lot faster. I mean, if I want to change it, I could always change it, but I'm gonna leave it like this for now. So we personalize, change desktop icons. I'm gonna add my computer, my control panel. Click OK. I'm actually gonna make the resolution a little bigger, since for me it looks kind of, yeah, that's way better, much better. All right, so we have a refresh button, screen resolution. You have your personalize. You put a screensaver. If you're gonna take the CompTIA 90, I think it's 901, the CompTIA Plus, you should know how to get into the screensaver and how to add a password and create a user account. Because I remember when I took the 801 exam for A Plus, they asked you like how do you create a user, and how do you create the screensaver and everything. And when you take the simulation, so they have you like simulations, like you're actually doing the exam but on a simulation kind of view. So like I'm on a computer and I'm doing Windows 7 exam on the computer. That's like one of the questions, a big simulation. Like they want you to add a user, and then they want you to put a screen lock, and they want you to add a password to the user. And the problem with that is that what they do is they restrict it. You can't right click on the computer. So like I want to right click here and I want to add the screensaver here. It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me. So you would have to use a control panel and actually go from here and do it from here. So, and then this is change desktop background. Oh, it's not that one. Let me go back. Advanced settings. Yeah, so you would actually have to go create a user account, create an account, and then put a password on it, and then you have to figure out how to adjust how to change the screensaver and do all this, you know, 3D text, settings. I can't do it on this, but that's pretty much what they want you to do for one of the exams. Another exam, they wanted you to it will give you a computer. They will give you like a computer icon, like a little icon computer, and then that computer will have no IP address. So you have to figure out how to give it an IP address from another computer. It's kind of crazy, but I'm not sure how the exam is now. It's probably a little different. I will probably buy the 901, 902 simulations and go over it on one of my videos. So back to this video. So we have our start menu. It's a lot easier now on 7 because you don't have a run program. You have a search program. So you can go at Msconfig, press enter. Then from here you can control the boot, the startup services. You want to fix your network. Go to properties. Right click, go to properties. Change adapter settings. You want to make sure that you have a proper IP address or your computer is getting an IP address. You go to IPv4. Say, oh no, IPv6 is happening soon. Well, whatever. I obtain IP address automatically. Yep. So that's that. And you want to add a computer to a domain, right? So you go to properties. You go to change settings over here on the right hand side. You go to change and you add it to a domain right here. You add it to a domain. You have your hardware, device manager, advanced system. Like some components you put on a computer. Like for example, if I just install a wireless card on my computer, then I would go to network adapter and I would look at it over here and troubleshoot it from here, update the driver software, or if that doesn't work, I would go to the website and download the actual drivers for it. So that's what that is. You have your devices and printers, and this is where you add your printer. If you want to add a printer, you click add printer. Do the local USB port or wireless. Just stop right here. And now Windows 7 has NTFS, which is security properties. So you have your sharing security over here. You want to fix your security, you can add and modify the user through here. Allow and denied. You should probably know the control panel, how to uninstall and reinstall programs. Don't really have anything installed on my computer. What else? You should know how to create a user. Guest user, parental control. You should know about Msconfig, which I showed already. You should know about MSInfo32, which shows you your hardware network settings, components. You should know about regedit for Windows 7. If you have a virus on your computer, you should know about registry editor. You go into your software, and well, it's not here. Let me look for it. I think it's local machine software, and it will have all the programs that I install on your computer right now. So it's really good to like troubleshoot your computer. What else we have? Yeah, all your programs right here. Music, pictures, documents. Let's see. On some laptops or some computers, well, not computers, laptops, if their internet is not working, you should check the switch for the wireless internet first. So that's very important. You check the switch on it, turn it on, see if that's the issue. Some people will right away think it's a hardware issue, but it's not. So that's what that is. So this is just a little overview on Windows 7. I'm gonna turn this off. I went over Windows 7. So now I'm gonna go over Windows 8. It's like, wow, this guy's going over Windows XP 7. Now he's going over 8. This is crazy. So I'm gonna go over Windows 8 now. I just went over Windows XP and 7. It's just like an overview of it. You should, like, what you should know. You should know your history. Part of being the tech, you should know your history. By that I mean you should know the older operating systems, because in the IT world, they have people that are still using Windows XP, or other people that are using Windows NT, or some people that are using Windows 95 or Windows 2000. It's crazy. Like, some people are still using it. So you don't get upset, you don't get mad. If the computer is slow, don't get mad about it. Just deal with it. It's not gonna be a happy trail from here. You got to figure out how to fix it. So this is Windows 8, and it looks so weird. Like, when I first saw this, I'm like, what is this? Windows 8. And you have your weather, you have your SkyDrive, Internet Explorer, you have all your apps. Now they have like an app store for Windows. They added an app store in Windows. The metric system, they added the apps. You could download apps. Go to the store and download apps, play games. You have your PC settings. PC settings, which is like right here, PC and devices. Your display. Typing, corners, power and sleep. PC info. You have your accounts here. You want to add another account. You want to add a picture to your account. Sign in options, other accounts, add another account. So now you're like, damn, how am I supposed to get out of this screen? You just drag it down and you'll go back to your regular screen. So, and I don't like the way this looks, so I usually just use the desktop. It's so annoying. I don't like that like metric view thing. A lot of people got upset with Windows 8 because it doesn't have a start menu. People started criticizing Windows 8. I think Windows 8 is okay. It's not the best, but it's alright. You have your task manager. It's just like Windows 7. It has a task manager. It has your your date and time and all that and other good stuff, your information. It's similar to 7. It's not that complicated though. It's not crazy. So if I right click and go to personalize right here, go to personalize right here. It's not the fastest, but I'm running it on our VM, so it's gonna be a little slow. It's part of the learning. For learning, I didn't put that much memory on this. So you have your screensaver right here, your display, navigation. It's the same thing. It's similar. There's nothing different about it. It's the same thing. It just has the App Store. That's the only difference you probably notice on it. You have properties, change settings, hardware, device manager, advanced. If you want to make it for better performance, you got it right. You have your performance right here. Remote. When I add a computer to a domain, is right here. Windows is not activated, which is perfectly fine. You have your remote settings, system protection. This is for system restore, advanced hardware, advanced settings. Click here, I'll go back over here. You right click on it, it'll give you the run menu, the task manager, the command prompt, disk management, system, event viewer. Event viewer is like the system logs. If you have issues with your computer, you can go to the system logs and look at your issues that you're having. You right click, go to properties. It's the same thing. It's not really different. Change adapter settings. Just like the other one. properties. I'm connected to it. You can tell I'm connected to it. It's right here. I'm connected to it. You have IPv4. Configure it to obtain DHCP automatically. You have your run menu, which I kind of like. You have this one, but then you have another run menu right here. You go search, and if I want to search my printer, devices and printers, it's gonna be a little slow. It's gonna be a little slow because it's just a little. I don't have a lot of memory on this. The reason for that is because I don't wanna make it. I didn't want to add too much memory to it. But right here, it's the same thing. See? Add your printer. If you want to add a printer here, you can add it through here. So. It's not like before. Like before, you will have like the USB port. It's plug and play, obviously. So. Yeah, and you have your control panel right here. Uninstall programs. You can change your large icons. You can change your small icons. Categories. It has Msconfig like the other one. It's right here. Startup tools. Same thing, nothing complicated. So you have your PC settings, your store, travel, photos. If you take pictures, like if you have this is like a tablet base. So if you have a tablet and it has a camera on it, like you have a Windows 8 tablet and it has a camera, you can take pictures and save it. Here you have your Windows Media Player, your WordPad, your command prompt. It's the same thing. It's nothing crazy. So. It's the same thing. You like ipconfig. You can do the same thing on this like the other one. Pingoogle.com. Nothing different from it. So one thing that you should know is about your date and time, which some people don't know about. If your date and time you adjust it to 3 o'clock, and it keeps going to a different time. And you keep adjusting it, and it goes back to, and it keeps changing the time every time you adjust it. It's more than likely your CMOS battery. Or computers have CMOS batteries. So if your CMOS battery is bad, then you're gonna have issues with your date and time. And Google really stresses it out because if you don't have the correct date and time, your internet doesn't work. So another thing about Windows 8. There are different versions of Windows 8. When there's different versions of Windows 8.1 or 8, I had Windows 8 Bing. It's called Bing, which is for a tablet base. You can't really download anything. You can't really download anything from Internet Explorer. So yeah, there's different versions of Windows 8 and Windows 8.1. So I want to shut this down, right? So you just right click on it and you shut it down. Yeah, so for the most part, that's pretty much an overview of all the operating systems from XP to Windows 7 to Windows 7 to Windows 8. They're all similar, but you notice that there's a difference as time goes on, as time progresses. There's a difference in each individual operating system that makes it unique from one from the other. Well, that for the most part, that's pretty much my video. Hope you guys have a good day. Happy Tuesday. Rate, comment, subscribe. If you like my video, give me a thumb up. If you don't like it, give me a thumb down. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope you guys have a good day. Take care. Bye now.